Presenting the reigning, defending.
Welcome back, fight fans. Today we kick off with the latest news in the UFC world.
One of the best in the business, let's go.
Jack Della Maddalena, the self-proclaimed scariest fighter in the welterweight division, is eager to prove his mettle against the best. After a convincing win over Gilbert Burns, Della Maddalena wasted no time in calling out undefeated bruiser Shavkat Rakhmonov for a title eliminator. But will this clash of titans materialize? That's the big question. With Jack Della Maddalena sidelined due to a broken arm, and Shavkat Rakhmonov awaiting confirmation on the welterweight title bout between Leon Edwards and Bilal Muhammad, the timing for their potential matchup remains uncertain. However, Rakhmonov's camp has hinted that if top contenders like Colby Covington and Kamaru Usman decline, a matchup with Nomad Della Maddalena could be the logical next step. With both fighters eyeing a shot at the title, this potential matchup could shake up the division. Meanwhile, Covington's focus seems fixed on a showdown with welterweight sensation Ian Machado Garry, adding another layer of intrigue to the welterweight landscape. For Della Maddalena, a dream matchup against Rakhmonov in Perth for a 5-round title eliminator is on the horizon. He acknowledges Rakhmonov as one of the toughest fighters in the division and sees victory as the gateway to a title shot.
There's some scary people in this division, but I'm scariest, and Shavkat Rakhmonov, I think me and you could...
As UFC navigates through the welterweight clutter, fans eagerly await news on the Edwards vs. Muhammad title fight and Usman's potential return to the middleweight division. With so much excitement brewing, let's hope for some clarity in the coming weeks. Covington and Garry, two of the division's most outspoken fighters, have escalated their feud with a barrage of verbal attacks and social media jabs. Despite initially being scheduled for separate fights at UFC 296, their rivalry has taken center stage. Covington, known for his brash persona, took to social media with a list of demands for a potential showdown with Garry. From Instagram comments to promotional video shoots, Covington's demands added fuel to the fire of their already heated rivalry. Channeling the theatrics of MMA legend Chael Sonnen, Covington's call-out brought a new level of intensity to their feud. But while Covington is eager to settle the score in the octagon, Garry, still nursing a foot injury from his last fight, remains cautious about his return. Despite the uncertainty surrounding Garry's health, Covington remains steadfast in his pursuit of the fight, determined to prove himself as the people's champ and secure his spot at the top of the division.
You know, if he wants this fight, he begged on his hands and knees, "Oh, Colby, please fight me, please fight me." It doesn't really matter who I fight. You know, I get a big paycheck. You know, I'm the biggest star in this division. So,
while Covington's call-out may have raised eyebrows, his determination to face Garry remains unwavering. With both fighters at odds and fans eagerly awaiting a showdown, the stage is set for a battle that could redefine the welterweight landscape. Will these two rivals settle their differences in the octagon? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the Covington vs. Garry feud is far from over. The UFC's middleweight division is in for a shakeup as Chris Curtis steps in on short notice to face Brendan Allen at UFC Vegas 90. Let's dive into the latest turn of events in the octagon. News broke on Thursday that Marvin Vettori was forced out of his planned main event bout against Brendan Allen, leaving the UFC scrambling to find a replacement. Just 24 hours later, the number 14 ranked middleweight, Chris Curtis, answered the call. This isn't Curtis' first time coming to the rescue. He previously stepped in on short notice to face Allen at UFC Vegas 44, where he secured a second-round TKO victory. Since then, Curtis has had a mixed run in the UFC, with 3 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest. His most recent outing saw him clinch a split decision victory over Marc-Andre Barriault at UFC 297. On the flip side, Allen has been on an impressive streak, winning 6 straight fights in the UFC's middleweight division, with 5 victories coming by way of rear naked choke. His most recent triumph was a submission victory over Paul Craig in the main event of UFC Vegas 82. With Curtis stepping in to face Allen once again, fans can expect fireworks in this middleweight clash. Will Curtis be able to replicate his previous success against Allen, or will Allen's momentum prove too much to handle? Tune in to UFC Vegas 90 on April 6th to witness the action-packed showdown between Chris Curtis and Brendan Allen. This is one fight you won't want to miss. Exciting news for MMA fans as Alexandre Pantoja prepares to defend his flyweight title against rising prospect Steve Erceg at UFC 301. Let's delve into the latest developments in the octagon. The UFC announced on Friday that Alexander Pantoja will put his flyweight championship on the line in a 5-round battle against the formidable Steve Erceg. While both fighters have agreed to the matchup, the bout agreements are yet to be signed. Pantoja, with a record of 27 wins and 5 losses, claimed and successfully defended the 125-pound title in 2023, showcasing his dominance with victories over Brandon Moreno and Brandon Royval. With a current winning streak of 5 fights, Pantoja is poised to solidify his status as the division's top contender. On the other hand, Erceg boasts an impressive record of 12 wins and 1 loss, with 3 consecutive victories since joining the UFC in 2023. His most recent triumph, a devastating knockout of Matt Schnell, has elevated his profile as a rising star in the flyweight division. Additionally, UFC 301 will feature 2 exciting matchups. In the middleweight division, Michelle Pereira will face Mahmoud Muradov, while former title contender Carolina Kowalkiewicz takes on Yasmin Lucindo in a strawweight bout. Set to take place on May 4th at the Jeunesse Arena in Pantoja's hometown of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, UFC 301 promises to deliver an electrifying night of fights. The hype surrounding UFC 300 is reaching fever pitch, with a star-studded card set to captivate fight fans worldwide. Among the marquee matchups, one name has sparked controversy: Bo Nickal. Despite the backlash, Nickal remains unfazed and ready to prove his worth on the biggest stage in MMA. UFC CEO Dana White has spared no expense in crafting UFC 300 into a spectacle unlike any other in MMA history. With the spotlight firmly on the event, expectations are sky-high for every bout on the card. However, amidst the excitement, the decision to include Bo Nickal's middleweight clash against Cody Brundage on the pay-per-view main card has sparked debate among fans. Despite Nickal's status as a rising prospect, his limited octagon experience and Brundage's unranked status have left many questioning the matchmaking. While some may question the placement of this matchup over other high-profile fights, Nickal remains resolute in his stance. Speaking via his YouTube channel, the 3-time NCAA Division I national champion expressed his indifference to the criticism, emphasizing that his presence on the main card reflects his marketability and appeal to fans. Despite the uproar, Nickal sees the opportunity to silence his doubters and showcase his talent on the grandest stage of them all. His unwavering confidence in his abilities and his willingness to face any challenge head-on exemplify the spirit of a true fighter. So is Bo Nickal's inclusion on the UFC 300 main card truly a cause for concern, or simply a testament to his growing popularity within the MMA community? Should he have declined the offer, or is he justified in seizing this opportunity to shine?
I like that it makes people mad. I think that's so funny. You don't deserve it. All these people, I should go to their job and like they get a raise. I should be like, boo, boo, you don't deserve it. You bum, you only been working here 2 years. This guy Jim over here has been working here 3.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on combat sports and exciting content. Your support means everything to us.